So taking first trade on MGC, I've just been working on this optimization for the automated strategy builder on micro gold for the VWAP Predator automated strategy builder. We've had some price actions to try to push through this new 30-minute zone here, and then eventually we've got a sell signal at this point. It's took it in at that point. We got stock market orders there on the sell for 3 contracts, filled at slightly different prices. We will be working on the buffer to get those at the same price, but that's not a bad entry. We've got all 6 time frames red. We got the sell signal. All we've got to do now is let this play out. It is quite early in the morning, though. I mean, I'm in Dubai, but in the EST, it's coming up to 5 a.m. So not a great deal of volume. We've got European volume in there. I don't think there's a great deal of data coming today, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to pause the video and wait out. Just one thing, the stop is at, so when we get this signal here on this extension for the VWAP, the next extension back up is where that initial stop goes. So that's where your initial risk goes. Just to be aware that those gaps between do get further or closer together depending on the time of the day. Obviously when the VWAP resets, they're quite close. You can see there was a trade last night for that, and now where we are is they're reasonably wide apart because we are getting more price action and the VWAP is calculating every single time. So I'm just going to pause the video and wait out for something to happen and come back and update you. Okay, so that took some heat, but reasonably happy with this. We can see these blue dots here where the swings were. This recent swing up was a slightly lower high than this, then a slightly lower high than this, and a slightly lower high than this. So we can see there, we got another sell signal there, but it's too far away from that original one, so we won't add any more contracts to this particular trade. But that sell signal is still good for us to understanding there's quite a bit of momentum to the downside here. We just need a little bit more volume, I think, to push that down, but it's not doing too bad. We can see on the strategies, on the settings that we have optimized with, that the maximum bars from the last entry to add more contracts is 6, and that's way over 6. So even though the software prints that signal band, the algorithm calculates it's more than 6, so it doesn't add another contract at that time, because when we've optimized this strategy, we can see it needs to happen quite quickly. There's also a maximum ticks from last entry and everything like that. So right now it's looking pretty good. We are 3 contracts into this micro gold. We're at 6 ticks, so about $17 because we got a slight bit slippage, but we're doing okay. So I'll be back when something happens. So a little bit more price action. Didn't quite get to the trigger for the break-even adjust. That's 15 ticks. So if we can get that through the 15 ticks, the stop will automatically be adjusted with 13, 14 now. So I stopped at the stop. We got on this video just to see if we can see that automatically change. There we go. Gone through 15 ticks and it's locked 5 ticks in. So the trade is now risk-free. So it's purely down to price action now. We're risk-free. What we're looking for is runners. We're not looking for pullbacks right now. That's why when we've optimized, we've said when it goes through 15 ticks, lock 5 ticks in, it's got to go or just take us out. So we're at 18 ticks, 20 ticks now. It's moving pretty well, 28 ticks. So the next stop loss adjust, let's have a quick look on the settings. Again, everything's changeable. 40 ticks. So we've got to wait a little while here. There we go. It's gone through 40 ticks. It's just adjusted that now to 25, locking 25 ticks in. So momentum's really going with this micro gold trade now. Tick through we got 25 ticks locked in now. We go back to the strategy settings. I can't remember what it was next. So 40 ticks has gone through. We've locked in 25. Now we've got a trigger at 60 to lock in 40. And then total profit distance 120 if it gets that far. So we're at 50 ticks right now. We should be, if this momentum continues, we could be seeing a 60 tick move here. I'll keep tipping on 50 right now. Again, it's happened reasonably fast. We took some heat initially. A lot of things with algorithmic trading is that the optimizations are set there so we don't make silly rash decisions by flattening trades when it's going against us. There's a stop loss there for a reason, and all that's calculated. A lot of traders that was trading this particular short may have panicked as soon as it started to go against them and actually flatten it. And now looks what happens. We're approaching 60 ticks profit. There we go. It's just adjusted there, tipped 60 ticks, and now we've locked 40 ticks in with these three contracts, going really, really well. You know, even if it comes back against us now, it's a good trade. You know, the momentum will subside at some stage, and what we'll be looking for, you know, is to take that 40 ticks profit. So let's just see how that works. Okay, taking that profit with those three contracts, and that was $111. It wasn't on very long, actually. Let me just put the crosshairs on. So that was in at 4:53 and 15 seconds, and that was out at 5:05. So about 7 minutes. It was a good trade. Pretty standard, really, for the VWAP Predator. What we're looking for now is, if we're out of time with the slingshot, it's not in its perfect time for those pullbacks, but that was a great trade. Just a standard VWAP Predator trade, which got to where we needed to do, and everything worked well. So check out the links below for all of the automated strategy builders. This one today was on the VWAP Predator ASB, and it was on the micro gold.